Thank you.
All right. Let's talk about some lists, chat, while the players are doing their deployment. This is going to be the last game of today, so we do have a little bit of leeway. It sounds like players are playing on the clock, so I think we will be just fine on time. Last game was an absolute blinder. It was done so quickly. But I'm pretty excited to see how this one works out. Like I said, exclamation point list if you want to read along and chat here. So we do have Aeldar on the top right-hand side of the table. That is Dan Wilmoth, who I think, to be honest, at least personally, is a favorite to win the entire event. He is a multiple GT winner, kind of a local legend in terms of winning a lot of 40k. Doesn't play so much on the national level, but certainly plays a ton locally. Also, both these players, real chill guys, so I think this is going to be a pretty fun game to watch. So he is playing a Hail of Doom Outrider detachment, so classic 6s to hit, automatically wound generate might effect on all of his shurikens. He does have Children of Prophecy. A lot of times we see expert shots in that second slot there for the sub-faction ability. Today, Children of Prophecy to give that additional boost when casting psychic powers. Pretty important to get your Doom, Jinx, and Guide off, which are all very crucial to the game plan, so you want to sort of throw yourself as many buffs in the psychic phase as you can. And we don't have the benefit of having a craft world like Ulthway that has a lot of psychic benefits on top of it. So in that we have Janezar and Behareth, 2 Phoenix Lords, 1 unit of Howling Banshees and Dire Avengers in the elite slot there. That's followed up by 1 unit of Swooping Hawks, 9 Swooping Hawks in total. That's going to be picked for as one of the to the last targets for Daniel. A lot of times these Aeldar lists build so that they have multiple options for to the last. Looks like we have both of the HQs, both Janezar and Behareth, as well as... Did this entirely copy over?
Janezar, Dire Avengers, and the Banshees and the Waves. Okay.
Let me make sure the list is correct here. Feels like we're missing some stuff, but maybe it's just a small list. Oh, chat. There is a... Oh, there is a second patrol attachment in the document. I apologize, chat. I misread because there were 2 spaces underneath it. But we are good. We have all of the things in the paste bin. So one of the options for to the last are those Swooping Hawks because they're so such a large unit. And they are very difficult to pin down because of the Cloud Strike ability. So they're going to be able to redeploy after every time they shoot. So they can pop out, still contribute to the game with their mini attacks, automatically wounding on hit rolls of 6. Not because of Hail of Doom, but just because that's what their gun does, which is pretty cool. And then they're going to be able to do Deep Strike again pretty far away, anywhere on the table. So they are immune to counterattack, very strong combo. We have 1 unit of Shining Spears, just 3. That's bringing the Heartstrike, Paragon Saber, and Kane's Lance combo. So Kane's Lance forcing opponents to fight last that it charges. Pretty good for 1 CP, just to unlock the relic for that guy. But the Paragon Saber allows you to full reroll your hits and wounds. And Heartstrike gives you an immortal wound in addition to normal damage on a 5+. Meaning that the Paragon Saber allows you to reroll even your successful wound rolls that are not 5s. So you can roll a bunch of attacks, try to get additional damage on 5s, and any of your wound rolls that are not 5s you can reroll into. We have 1 unit of Wind Riders, 3 Wind Riders with a Shuriken Cannon on 1 of them. 1 unit of Warp Spiders, 5 of them, with a Web of Deceit, allowing them to redeploy it once per game. 2 Vipers with Shuriken Cannons, as well as 2 Warwalkers with 2 sets of Shuriken Cannons, and 1 Wave Serpent with, again, wait for it, 2 Shuriken Cannons. Pretty good. We also, had, following that up, do have a Patrol Detachment, this one with the Warlord discount. That's bringing a Farseer and Farseer Skyrunner, so that's what we're going to be using those Children of Prophecy buffs for in order to get those Guide, Doom, off, and Ghost Walk as well to make those automatic charges.
You can go 23 in charge.
We have the Kurnos Bow and Mark of the Incomparable Hunter on a Farseer Skyrunner. Kurnos' bow, for those who don't know, is a Shuriken relic. It does a mortal wound on a successful wound roll instead of normal damage, meaning that it effectively bypasses saves. Fortunately, with Hail of Doom, because of the wording of Hail of Doom, it counts your 6s to hit as an automatic 6 to wound, meaning a 6 to hit, whether naturally rolled or used through a Strands of Fate dice, the Aeldari unique mechanic, to sub in a randomly generated number of dice at the start of the turn for an equal number of automatic 6s on your hit rolls, wound rolls, psychic tests, advance, or charges, depending on what you roll at the start. You can sub a 6 in on your hit roll. It's going to automatically convert to a 6 to wound because you are firing with a Shuriken weapon. That is going to trigger both Kurnos' Bow to deal a mortal wound and the Mark of the Incomparable Hunter to deal a mortal wound. So you have a good outlet for your automatic 6s to hit, since you're going to be dealing 2 automatic damage every time you use one of those. Pretty cool on that little guy. Plus then you are a Skyrunner, so you can battle focus pretty far away with the Aeldar ability to move after they fire. We also have 1 unit of Rangers in that detachment, a unit of 5 Striking Scorpions, as well as a big unit of 10 Dire Avengers with Stand Firm, giving them a gorgeous objective secured. Pretty sweet. Last but not least, we have D-cannons. D-cannon platforms just to shoot some indirect fire at people. It's all pretty good. I think a relatively unique version of the Hail of Doom sub-faction. A lot of times we see them built around big bricks of Dire Avengers and Guardians. This time, as well as those Wind Riders, this time we're taking a little bit more of an aspect warrior focus, and I think that's really interesting. Moving on to Will's list, he is playing High Fleet Leviathan, and we are post-nerf Tyranids now, so limiting Encircle the Prey to the start of the turn. For example, Maliceptors only able to trigger their ability twice because they can only ever cast 2 powers. Those nerfs are going to be in play today. We do have a High Fleet Leviathan patrol detachment. We are bringing double patrol today to unlock 2 Hive Tyrants. The first patrol detachment bringing a unit of Zoanthropes as well as a Tyranid Prime that are free, do not take 4 Sorg slots. We have a Neurothrope with Synaptic Tendrils and the Resonance Barb, so an additional +1 to cast over its normal +1 to cast, and Synaptic Tendrils allowing you to Warp Siphon 2 individual units. We also have a Winged Hive Tyrant with Adaptive Biology and the Reaper of Obliterax, a weapon that ignores damage ignoring and deals mortal wounds on top. Looks like we are rolling to go first here.
I got a 6.
And I think that is Daniel winning the roll, it sounds like?
Right. Do I want a Phantasm? Do I just want to go?
Yeah. Now this is oftentimes, I think, a matchup where the Eldar player would prefer to go second because they oftentimes will have to move very far forward in order to get range with their relatively short weapons, and they will expose themselves to a counterattack, especially for a faction that threats reasonably far, like Tyranids do. That can be pretty brutal. So we have, to round out Will's list here, we have a big unit of Tyranid Warriors with 3 Venom Cannons in it. Looks like we are rolling for Fate Dice, and Will has picked his Synaptic Imperative this turn. A once per game ability unlocked by taking different Synapse units in a Tyranid army that lets you give a unique bonus depending on the Synapse creature that you've chosen to inhabit. Today we're going to use those Zoanthropes aforementioned to give the entire army a 5+ invulnerable save and monsters a 4+. It's going to help to protect those warriors and raveners that are at the front there. Speaking of which, we do have a Maliceptor and Venomthropes in the elite slot of that patrol detachment. 1 unit of 9 Raveners has fast attack, as well as 1 Exocrine upgraded with Synaptic Enhancement to broadcast its own Synapse Aura. Will help once the Hive Tyrants move away and the Warriors move away from the back line. At least we do have an Exocrine back there to project those Synaptic abilities. We also have in the second detachment, another patrol detachment with a unit of 4 warriors, a second Exocrine with no upgrades, and a second Hive Tyrant. This one upgraded with Shard Gullet and Direct Guidance to give a core unit +1 to hit. Good stuff. Send it back to the players' mics while Daniel...
I moved 7, so it's a 6, which I can auto pass.
Turn.
So we'll go for that charge.
Looks like we did have Striking Scorpions up in the front here. Daniel was asking Will if he had any forward deployers, but no Gene Stealers in Will's list, so we didn't take any of those today.
What are the things for?
So we're going to try to send those Striking Scorpions in, get maximum damage out of them before they go down. Striking Scorpions, excellent against infantry, including these Tyranid warriors. They are strength 5, so they don't care so much about the high toughness value of the warriors themselves.
So here's their, should be rolling over here.
They get to explode their 6s and deal mortal wounds and 6s to wound as well against non-vehicle, non-monster units. And here comes a big Dire Avenger squad in the center as well. We are just pushing today. Oh, damn. All right, fair enough. If we're expecting the Striking Scorpions to block off a lot of movement for the Tyranid army, sending these Dire Avengers directly into the front of the army and then just peeling them back behind the terrain with a Fire and Fade is going to keep them relatively safe.
We go here, here, here.
Take a look at the entirety of the Eldar army behind its wall. And it looks like we are going to be taking cover in the center.
They're not going to touch this one so they can hide behind it? Yep. I'm going to disembark Jane Czar. She'll go up to here.
I want to thank everybody for coming and watching us as well. Looks like we have a couple of people on stream. Should we do a prediction, chat? Let's do a prediction. Ready? Here it comes. We'll let it go for 5 minutes. There it goes. Get those channel points in, chat. Prediction is up.
Gonna go to here, shoot the warriors, and then
vote who you think is gonna win the game. Let's friggin' go. Do we have any Tyrion fans in chat? Or is everyone a fan of the elves? We had to get this matchup on stream because it was the only undefeated Tyranid player remaining. Looks like Swooping Hawks pushing out into the middle as well.
They're going to do Rod. Yep.
And using Retrieve but Knock Wound data in Daniel's own deployment zone there.
Actually, I don't think we're getting a deal. I'm going to advance this Farseer. Also 5, so 12. Tuck him in the corner.
I keep making you root for Tyranids because it's the
correct
correct
18 of the Dire Avengers,
choice. Lyle.
Warlock will also just tuck into this little psychic corner.
Only 60 points on Eldar? Chat, what are you doing? No Eldar fans in here? What's going on?
7. So, Psychic. I will start back here. He's got nothing, so he's not casting. The Warlock will do Protect.
Yep.
Goes off on an 8. Protect the Dire Avengers. I will guide them with the Farseer. Goes off. Will of Asuryani from the Farseer. Goes off. It's my Psychic phase.
All right.
Shooting. You're going to do the Hawks first into your Warriors.
Yep. Damage 1.
Yep. 36 shots, so this is 36 dice.
Sure.
All
Hitting
right.
on 3s.
Here comes the guns.
Minus 1 to hit.
Pew, pew, pew.
Why?
Venom throws.
You got it. 6 is auto wound.
Oh, because they're shuriken weapons?
They're not, but they do anyway. The swooping hawks auto wound on 6s
Oh, cool.
inherently.
Nice.
Hitting on 4s. So those all auto wound. These all hit.
Strength 4?
Strength 4, so we're looking for 5s. That many wounds, if you want to just roll those. AP 0, 1 damage. You're on what, 3 ups right now?
Yeah. So 2 are dead?
Yep. And then the hawks are going to battle focus.
Yep.
They're going to teleport. They're going to go back here behind.
Goodbye. They must go. Their planet needs them. It needs them to stay alive so that they can score.
So we're all still in 18. I think we can
To the
also
last,
choose
the
this
end of the
guy.
game?
Maybe one guy can't. Yeah, I think one guy can't.
Okay.
So they're 3 shots each. Exarch has 2 guns.
Yep.
This is 36 dice, so this is 30, which is how many they're going to get, but the Exarch hits on 2, so I'll roll him separate.
Okay.
So here's the Exarch, 6 shots.
Hitting on 3s? Or
He hits
6?
on 2s, goes to 3s.
Yep.
So they're guided, so he re-rolls.
Yep.
This auto wounds,
Yep.
these hit. So 2 AP 4,
5 ups. Take a wound.
and here's the rest of them.
Yep.
I forgot to Blade Storm. Whoops. Okay, so I think I'm just going to reroll everything with guide.
Because you're hitting on 4s, right?
Yeah. See how many misses. I'll just roll normal. So here's the rerolls for guide.
Yep.
Nothing extra. And then 5s. Is there a difference between AP2 and AP4 right now?
No.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8 total.
Four.
All right. They can't move because they advanced. So charges.
Yeah.
Wow, looks like we're just going full send on
we're
the
just
Dire
going into the
Avengers
Raveners.
here.
Okay.
So
damn.
I'm going to use my miracle or fate dice. That's a 6.
Yep.
So 9 should be plenty. Gonna come over there because I want to move that way.
I am interested that the Eldar have given the Tyranids something to commit into. We should see all the Dire Avengers get removed here, but I like this positioning on Daniel's side.
Go pile in that way.
Sure.
On his striking scorpions,
really
he's
charge.
going to be able to
So they'll go first.
impact the unit
-1 to
across
hit
the
for
breadth of its facing, and then be able to movement block the maximum amount. Some really good combat positioning here.
So 4 attacks each from the normal dudes.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s, going down to 4s. Bunch of hits, but nothing special. Strength 5, so 4s.
Yep.
3, 6, AP 1. And 1 damage.
There's a Ravener.
Then the Exarch gets 7 attacks. I'm going to auto hit twice using these.
Okay.
So here's the other 4, 5.
Yep.
So 1 miss. The 3s also miss. So these 3 are all 6s, so they all explode.
Okay.
So 4 wounds, AP 2, 2 damage, and here's the 3 explosions. All right.
So
So 4 AP 2, 2 damage.
5 ups.
Nice.
And 2 damage. So
Yep.
at least one.
And I will compile in.
Oof, that's a big alpha from those guys.
I'm just going to stand in front of him,
Yeah.
assuming we don't immediately get vaporized, which we probably will.
Yeah, get a movement block going on the Exocrine. Now we're going to see if these Raveners can peel the Striking Scorpion squad. We might see a lightning fast reactions get used here to make it a little bit tougher for them. But they do have
Over to
so
you for the
many
clock.
base attacks. Makes things a little bit awkward. The Raveners, they are equipped with Threatening Claws, so only 5 attacks a model. Only 5 attacks. Only. That's it for 30 points. Pretty good. At AP 4. So you can equip them with
How
additional
many attacks are we looking at?
5.
5 each?
Yeah.
Yeah, considering a lightning fast, it looks like
Okay.
you're not going to do it. Just assuming the unit's going to get killed. Yeah, it's only 7 wounds in that unit. Will be pretty easy to knock out with the number of attacks these guys have.
Couple 2s.
I'm going to reroll this one with Leviathan.
Yep.
T3, right?
Yep.
Winning on 2s.
I'll just roll what you got. What's the damage?
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just roll these.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave 1 out in case I want to use my autosave.
Sure. AP 4.
So 5 up in one. Think we're dead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a squad. You can
There
just hand
go
them to me.
the Scorpions, shuffling off this Mortal Coil. It does sort of unplug the Tyranid army, though that was a lot of damage dealt by the
They'll consolidate.
by the Scorpion unit, as well as the Dire Avengers.
A complete rod. I'm just going to put this over here so I know I did this corner.
Sounds good.
I stranglehold.
Yep, you swing a hold.
So interestingly, that does sort
and
of
direct
The mission.
Then it's direct assault. It's like in the middle.
it does open up the Raveners to sort of blitz forward. We can use Onslaught to advance and charge into the center of the table, so they could advance potentially into the Shining Spear unit, or even farther, if they elect to move that far. Now, one thing that's interesting about Williams' list here is it doesn't have any Tyrant Guard, which means the Hive Tyrants do have to be a little bit careful about where they position, because they can get shot. And unfortunately, as we can see on our side shots here, these walls are not particularly tall. They're tall enough to hide most vehicles, but the Winged Hive Tyrant especially is a little bit too big, and he is targetable through them, which means he is a little bit in danger, especially with how fast the Aeldari army is. It can easily jump around and clip line of sight to that guy, unless he's behind several pieces of obscuring terrain. So here come the Tyranid warriors. Just the base Tyranid troops, but They have a ton of melee attacks and very good shooting as well. Between their venom cannons giving them some long-range punch, as well as their death spitters as more intermediate small arms. Now, interestingly, similar loadout to what the Raveners have, actually. The Raveners are the snake-bodied boys in the center there. The Raveners also have a death spitter built into their thorax, but they generally deal their damage in melee and make use of their little snaky bodies to move very quickly. Yeah, it looks like Raveners moving up to the Shining Spears. Gonna pick those folks up, but I think in return probably get killed by Janezar and Behareth, who are hiding in the middle. Now the really downside for the Tyranids here is how easily the Aeldari can skirt the line of sight of the Exocrines. I think the Exocrines right now, I mean, the only target that they have are going to be the Dire Avengers, but the Dire Avengers we are expecting to get picked up by the Warriors, so we're not that worried about the Dire Avengers like surviving. Look at that big brick of Raveners in the middle. That's so much beef over there running up towards these Eldar lines. That is a big it's a big upside, I think, for the health of the game, that we can no longer encircle the prey after those Raveners have activated. Could you imagine this unit blitzing into you, killing several units, potentially scoring some objectives, and then running away? That'd be off the table to reserve again. Turns out that ability was a little too strong. But I think overall, we did lose 2 Raveners and 4 Warriors from that Alpha Strike, which in totality is actually going to be a pretty big upside for the Tyranids, we'll find, because the Eldar had to expose their units in order to do so. They lost their entire Striking Scorpion unit, and they're probably about to lose their Shining Spears as well. The downside for Tyranids is that they did take Raise the Banners High. We haven't really talked about the secondary objectives. William here with Stranglehold, Raise the Banners High, and Assassination. And to be fair, I didn't actually score out Daniel for his secondaries.
Extras died, but doesn't matter. Goes up.
Yep. Was that his action?
Merithrop is going to cast Onslaught.
Yep. Yep. Bouncing it through the Warriors.
We'll do Hive Nexus. Yep.
What does that give him?
I'm going to give him a 4-up invulnerable.
Okay.
Catalyst to the Hive Tyrant back there. Yep. Because we have it, we'll cast Neuro Parasite on them. Nope.
Was this from? Or did not go off?
Didn't go off.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go shooting. These guys are going to shoot into the bikes.
All right, -1 to hit him.
Okay.
And the back 2 can't shoot.
Yep. 5. So hitting on 3s, you're rolling 1s.
So we're off to shooting now, just resolving some Death Spitter attacks. I'll go ahead and talk about the secondary objectives real quick here, because I think most of the shooting is going to be relatively inconsequential, unless these Raveners somehow kill the Shining Spear unit, which seems unlikely. So Daniel, or both players here, are taking Stranglehold, which makes a ton of sense. This is a 5-objective mission. The awkward part is that the Tyranid army is not quite fast enough to be able to confirm that 3rd objective. Basically, right now, what we're seeing is that what each player would like to do is score their individual triangles like this, and that's much easier for the Aeldari to do because they have the forward deploy and the fast units. But I think what we might try to do is get a charge with the warriors into the Dire Avengers, kill them, and then secure an overrun to get them onto this objective, which allows them to move after they've destroyed, or after they fought and no enemy units are in melee range. It looks like 2 Shining Spears killed, actually, 1 down to 1 wound. So we might actually see the Raveners charge into multiple of these characters back here, which is a little bit scary for Daniel, although they can only take 3 wounds a turn, so they will be fine. Well, they'll be damaged. I guess not fine. Nobody wants to be half dead after 1 round of combat. I am a little curious about the aggression of this Eldar first turn. I don't know if I've seen Eldar play quite so aggressively in the past.
You already Leviathan, right?
And they're going to lose a lot of units for it, I think.
Ow. Again, all but 1.
Oh, you're gonna auto pass.
Yeah, I'll hold on a sec. 4 up now.
So we also have on Daniel's side of the table, to the last, which we have scored out to 15 here, and we will reduce that as needed. I believe that's going to hit the Swooping Hawks.
Exarch and a friend.
Let's take a look here. Swooping Hawks are 162, and then you can choose the other units that will get hit with it. I think he has hit the Wave Serpent as well as Behareth, which should be difficult for Will to get to grips with. But if for each one of those units that he loses, he will lose 5 points on that secondary. Looks like Warriors charging now into the Dire Avengers. I think we got the charge that we wanted. Let's see if Will strings up towards this top objective. Very nice charge. I love it. And I think the real big question here is going to be the Raveners. Where do the Raveners go? We did put this absolute smorgasbord of tokens on them. Look at all these tokens right here. It's wild. But you can soup them up, +1 to hit, reroll 1s to hit, reroll 1s to wound. Exploding 6s, potentially an invulnerable save, 5+ damage ignore, advance and charge. With all the psychic powers and everything the Tyranids have access to, they can do that easily. So it looks like no string to the top left objective for Will, but I think he is going to be angling to overrun onto Daniel's objective. Since if we look, it doesn't look like Daniel has any objective secured touching it, because the Swooping Hawks down here are not near it. Behareth could potentially, if he gets engaged, he could jump back down there. But if we do put a Ravener on the objective, Behareth would not be able to jump within range of it. Although I think, yeah, so this has been a big charge for the Raveners. This is, what did we roll here? A 10? Dang, okay. Getting all the way around and maybe able to even hit some of these squishier characters in the back. This turn has been incredible for Tyranids. I think the one thing I'd like to see Will do is maybe push his Exocrines a little bit farther forward so that he could have gotten better lines of fire across the table in the future. But so far, this is looking like a almost perfect turn for Tyranids, I have to say.
Gets triggered by this.
So we'll stay out of half. And then I just have to stay out of your turn. So I think I can do that here. If I just pull him here. I just have to pull a little bit out.
Yeah,
And then
you
I
got
should
it.
begin. Okay. All right, we're gonna start with the Raveners first. They're gonna consolidate in.
Yep.
Get his stupid butt up there.
Four into the Farseer.
We're gonna go 4 into the Farseer.
Yep.
We'll go 2 into the bike and 1 into Bufferoff.
All right. I'm gonna lightning fast the Farseer.
Sure.
Do I get my CP back? No.
All right, Farseer.
Yep. -1 to hit.
Yep. So we're rolling 1s, and I'll roll 1, run 2 right now. I'm hitting on 3s because I have direct guidance.
Yep.
Well, up there. Toughest?
4.
4. So 3s we rolling once.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm going to CP that too.
Okay. Do I get your CP? I do. So that's my 1 for the round. Back up to 6. And all right, I'm gonna keep 1, and then probably gonna re-roll. So 4 up, fails. 4 up, good. 4 up. Just got 2 left. Good, and I will auto pass the last one. He's got 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so the reason it was important for Daniel to slow roll his saves there is because technically the saving throws are each taken 1 at a time. So the results of future saving throws aren't known when you would go to manipulate the dice. 99% of the time that doesn't work. That doesn't matter in 40k, but especially for Eldar armies it does because they have so much dice manipulation. So in this case, Daniel had not only command point rerolls, but also his auto-passed save, or automatic 6 on a save, thanks to his Strands of Fate die. So if there are particularly important rolls like that, it's important to keep in mind that you should roll those 1 at a time in case you want to be re-rolling or manipulating those dice at the end.
So 7 minus 4.
5 up. He's gone. All right, I swing back.
Are you interrupting?
Oh no, yeah, you can pick them up.
Yeah, they're real dead.
I'm just gonna roll some 5 ups. Yeah, we're dead.
Goodbye, Dire Avengers. We'll see where these warriors want to go. I'm just going to touch into the terrain in the center there. Interestingly, no masterful shots from the Eldar army this game, which means they aren't ignoring cover. So touching into that cover actually makes those Tyranid warriors significantly more difficult to kill. Now I wonder if we forgot to consolidate the Raveners. I'm not sure that happened, or they might have been strung between all the characters, which meant that they couldn't touch and take Daniel's home objective, which I believe is going to cut William on Stranglehold. So I don't think that he's going to be getting any secondaries this turn. Unfortunate for him.
So these come back for the 6s. Yep. Strength 5, so 4s.
Yeah.
3 AP 3.
5 ups.
2 each.
First one. Kills guy. Second one. Takes a win.
And he's going to teleport.
Goodbye, Behareth. It's been nice.
Into the forest.
This is a nice teleport from Daniel here.
You should probably take his wounds with him.
Behareth in the forest.
He's at 4.
Right here.
End of the turn.
That's the end of the turn.
Because
That's for...
So you get your
He
stranglehold.
is going to be able to
Actually,
move up and
you're only on 2, so no
take-
stranglehold.
Yep.
No
Will's home
assassinate.
objective here.
and
Ooh, yeah, this could
no
be
bandage
really.
yet.
I do get 2 for direct
Really
You
guy.
get
bad
2
for
for
him.
holding something you didn't. Yep.
So you're...
So what's going to happen here is that because we only have Behareth still has more than 3 wounds left, and because he himself is objective secured because he is a swooping hawk and he has an obsec for swooping hawks as an aura, what he's going to do is he's going to push forward onto this objective. He's going to fire in order to break this banner because he will control the objective regardless of enemy models because of the objective secured rule. He's then going to fire his gun or charge. Charging is a little bit dangerous because the venom thropes potentially can make enemies fight last. And as long as he does that as long as he has controlled the objective at the end of any phase, including the end of the movement phase, he will have broken the banner and cut Will down to a 0 on banners for the first turn, and then he's going to use that Cloud Strike rule to teleport back into the Aeldari deployment zone. So I actually think engaging Beharith here might have cost Will some points. I don't know if it's going to be game-breakingly bad, but it's certainly not good for him. But I think this is a really heads-up play from Daniel. Send it back to the players' mics here while they can contemplate their movement phase.
Well, that's tempting. Keep in 3 saves and a wound.
Awesome.
Okay.
Went 3 saving throws.
So what do they have?
The docket
gonna pull
for
Onslaught 'cause it
Daniel.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
that's a
but,
big
They
deal.
have 5 up, feel no pain, 4 up, inmol.
5 up inbound.
5 up, inmol.
Yeah.
Okay. And -1 to hit in melee. That's it for defensive?
Yep.
Okay. And what does your imperative thing do?
Exploding 6s in range.
With guns?
Yep.
And they're obset.
Yes.
And what buffs do they have? Just reroll 1s to hit?
Just reroll 1
And
save.
transhuman, no inmol.
Yeah, no inbound.
Okay. So we're gonna... I get a CP.
I hope I put you in a pickle.
It's always tagging the casters that ruins my day.
Yeah, it's
I
the
want to
worst.
fall back and cast, but I think I just stay there and
Yeah, you kind of work
because
your
I
way
gotta
out.
kill that unit this
Yeah.
turn. So now it
It's-
means I have to kill it in melee, but I have the tools, so they don't fight first in any way, right? All right, so Jane's Arc can just say no,
Yeah.
and I can put Banshees and all that into them. So yeah, Banshees have it out.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing I like about Tyranids is that they have the Malin Scepter who's like gets them out of the pickle. But I feel like Eldar's guns are just so much better.
So we're gonna move 14 like that with this guy, so he goes over them, so I can do the bombs,
Oh, okay.
and then everyone else is just gonna go straight to here, so I can shoot the warriors.
Sure. Sounds good.
So one guy flies over, and the rest just bounce.
How do the bombs work?
So I'm gonna roll 1 dice for each of my models, so 9 dice. Every 4 up is a mortal.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8. So max 6. How about 1?
Oh.
And do I get my CP back? No.
5 up.
Beautiful. All right. Now. Viper's gonna go 16 and touch the objective.
Mm-hmm.
So Warwalker's just gonna back up so he can see around into that
Yeah.
without being super visible.
Totally.
Rangers will just chill. Gonna back the Hawks up a little bit because they have 24-inch range.
Oh, yep. And then they just move back 7, or
They can re-deep strike every turn.
Oh, because they're swooping hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rowdy.
Dire Avengers are gonna fill in these gaps, and they're gonna shoot and rod.
Sure.
They're right on the line. Serpent's now empty. Where's my cannon guy? He'll go right here so he can shoot his cannon at you. Warwalker's gonna round the corner.
Okay.
So he can shoot you. Viper's gonna advance 22 and just pop there. Do you have anything in reserve? Gonna drop in my D cannons at the end of the turn. I don't know if we do it.
It pulled right out. Guess I lost my audio.
All right, well, I apologize, chat. Daniel, the Eldar player, just broke his microphone, so we will not have audio from him for the remainder of the game. Which is a little bit awkward, but we'll see if we can. Make it work.
They have the reroll strap for the DK.
You can kind of hear him through through Will's microphone, I guess.
So you're just gonna walk up to get within 12 of these guys. Is that even worth it? They will die.
Just going to go ahead and turn William's microphone up a little bit. It might be a little loud, chat, but hopefully it will let us hear Daniel's speaking. I would turn my camera mics on, but I'm a little bit worried about what we would hear.
No. How far does he move?
16. Alright, shuffle and play through. Casting. So, smite
Yep. Minus one to cast.
from the warriors. Okay. Alright, so not a big smite.
Not a big smite.
3 mortal.
Take one.
Nice. We'll cast Doom.
So we do have one of the casters engaged by the Raveners, so he's going to be trying to remove them. Looks like the Howling Banshees have been bailed out to just kill them.
Doom them.
Yep.
The other parts here. guide.
Sure.
Go off.
On a 6?
Warp charge 6. You can reroll a 1 as well.
Isn't it warp charge 7?
That's the old card.
Oh.
It's a 6 in the new book. I'm just using stuff like
Sure.
roll that in there. On the base. And then he will do smite
Yeah.
on the 6. Reroll 1s and 2s in the psychic phase. 7, which is a 6, which is what I need. 2 more.
Good.
Smite from the warlock on a 7. 8, which is a 7.
Yep.
2 more. Hit stop. It's loud.
So it looks like Catalyst coming in clutch for these Raveners right now.
Oh, yeah. We're,
Saving a bunch of mortal wound damage.
He will take down the game. Alright, shooting. He'll shoot the Venom Throats.
yep.
Done psychic.
-1 to hit.
Yep. 1 auto wound.
Okay.
So 2 AP, 2.
2 AP2s. Damage.
So we are firing Behareth there, flipping out a
Sure.
Venom Throat. He did break the banner already. Do we see I guess, no Cloud Strike here. He's going to charge. Wonder if Daniel is aware that he can be fight lasted by the Venom Throats.
And then wounding on 5.
That's it. So 3, 6, 9.
We have enough to take it on cover. Kills 1.
Fire Avengers. 1, 2, 7 guns. The Exarch has 2.
Yep.
So 2 auto wounds at AP 4.
Sure.
And then 5. So 6 AP 4, 1 AP 2.
All right, so the AP2. Okay. So 7 total.
Cannon.
Yep.
3 shots. 2 hits. 2 wounds, AP, 1 AP3, 1 AP2, 1 AP1. AP3, AP1.
All right, so AP1. Good. AP3. No.
2 damage.
Yep.
And then a battle focus, D6. 5 inches. This little guy will shoot you.
Who's shooting?
The Viper.
Oh, Viper. Sorry.
Shuriken Cannon. 2 auto wounds, 1 hit. Nothing, so 2 AP3. 2 damage. And his little gun. 1 auto wound. 1 AP3 and 1 AP1. 1 damage each.
I guess the AP3 you could maybe. No, he's dead.
Cannons are going to shoot the exit gate.
Okay. So -2 to hit.
Yep.
So he's ballistic skill. Their ballistic skill 3.
Hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
So 2d3 shots.
Sure.
5s. Nothing. That Warwalker will shoot same target.
Sure.
6 shots, hitting on 4s. 1 auto wound. 1 AP3.
What?
1 AP3.
1
auto
AP3.
wound. 2 damage. The Farseer is going to shoot his pistol in combat.
Okay.
So the magic gun is a pistol. So 3 shots hitting on 2s. Oh, 2 hits.
Okay.
First one, 2 mortal wounds. Second one, I'll use my auto wound. So 4 mortal wounds.
Okay. Take 2. Honestly.
I think that's done shooting.
Okay.
Baharot's going to charge the Venom Throats.
Yep.
He makes it.
Sure.
He's going to teleport away. The Banshees will charge over here.
Yep.
James R will charge.
Sure.
He makes it. The Warlock. I don't think I'm
All right,
great.
folks who are
yeah.
probably on this VOD and not the stream, I do apologize for the technical hitches.
I'm not going to go into the other part.
The Wi-Fi just entirely cut,
It's over here. See if you fight
so
last.
unfortunately we are not currently streaming.
You
so
do?
if you're watching
and
this
you
after
take
the
Immortal?
fact, that's what's going on right now.
So the mortal would happen in the charge, and so potentially I could kill him. Okay.
And everything, you fight last like 3 times.
Great.
So I can't go with him. So we'll go with James R.
Okay.
She'll do piercing strikes.
Sure.
6 swings.
-1 to hit.
Okay, so 3s. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s.
Yep.
All wound, AP3,
So 5.
and 2 each.
All right. So 4 go through.
Yep.
So first one, take out damage. Second one, kills that guy, so he's dead.
Yep.
Third one,
one here?
yep, take a damage. And last one, kill one more guy. So 2 are dead.
Which one you want?
I'll go with him. These 2 are dead.
All right. Banshees will go.
Sure.
All right, so you're all full health right now.
Yep.
So we'll do the normal girls, 12 attacks.
Sure. Hitting on 4s.
3s goes to 4s, but we're guided, so we're re-rolling. Strength 4, so we hit on 5s, but +1 to wound on the charge, so we're back to 4s.
Yep.
And you're doomed, so we're re-rolling. So 2, 4, 6, 7, AP4, 1 damage.
5 ups. 5 ups. So I lose 1 more.
And then the XR. 6, 8, 10 attacks.
Yep.
3s re-rolling. And 4s again.
Yep.
Re-rolling. Three AP3, 2 damage.
2 damage. Let's see. So first one, take a damage. Second one, take a damage. Can I pass this last one? Good. So I'm on 1.
So you have 2 left. One of them has 1 wound left.
Yeah.
All right. This guy can't go anywhere useful. We'll just wrap you up. Can
Sure.
you fly?
I don't have fly. We'll punch the Howling Banshees.
-1 to hit. And -1 attack, because you're in with James R.
Okay. So let's
That's fine.
do that again. And
2, 3. Wow.
roll. 4.
4?
Yep.
5 ups. 5 up. I'm going to reroll it.
Yep.
He killed 2.
Okay.
He's totally running unless you spend CPs.
No, he's gonna
He
pee.
gets to swing with the toxic guys.
He's gonna pee his pants.
Yep.
Yeah, swinging at these guys. Is he minus the hit or anything?
Nope, unless I spend a CP. How many attacks am I looking at?
10.
What's the 8 from 2 of them?
Yeah, it's 5 each, so 10 total.
What's the stats on them?
AP1, the poison 2+.
Yeah, lightning fast. You're -1 to hit.
Okay.
That puts them on what? 4s or they hit on 3s?
Yeah. Juice. 5.
He's T4. They'll
2+. 2+ poison.
Oh, gotcha. How
Yeah.
many?
5.
And it's AP1.
AP1.
So 3 up. Takes 1. Takes 2. I'm not taking any more.
Okay.
And then he gets to spend.
Okay.
So he's down to 1.
Okay.
So 6 attacks.
Yes.
Extra for the 6s. Strength 5, so 4s. 4 AP3.
They'll just go through.
And 2 each. He pops them. And he's gonna consolidate all the way over here. Alright. I do rod.
Yep, so you get 4. You got strangled for 3.
Yep. For the tertiary, I killed a unit on an objective and I took 1, so I get 3.
3.
And I deny you any time.
Yes. Yes, you do.
So over to you. I'm out of fate dice though.
Boys. How many wounds is a War Walker?
6. All my little dudes are 6.
Listen, I think I'm just gonna come over.
This squad's missing its X art. I don't know where it was, but they have 6.
Okay.
happy with the Farseer not dying.
Yeah, I mean it. You know, it's kind of the game. It's gonna advance. Ah. You got warp spiders in reserve.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is tough. Okay. SCP?
You didn't get. You should be up to 8.
Yeah. All right, let's do some casts. These guys are going to smite him.
Yep.
7 goes to a 10.
D3 plus 3, right?
Yep, so 4.
Got 2 left.
Okay. Maliceptor will do his ability. Go off on an 8. We'll go Onslaught on a 12.
On the Tyrant.
And we'll go Hive Nexus on him. And we'll put him with exploding 6s in melee.
From the Warrior.
Yeah.
Warrior Prime.
Yep. No, from the Warriors. Just Warriors. Just Warriors. Because I do. We'll smite that guy. Yep. And then it'll do.
I can deny that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 6.
I reroll 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. And it does 3 mortal wounds.
It's got 3 left.
Okay, looks like we are back on the stream, which is exciting.
We'll just check
I don't know what
paroxysm.
happened there, but the venue internet cut out momentarily, or not momentarily, for quite a while actually. So we've been trying to troubleshoot that, and looks like we are back to it. Maybe, hopefully. Nah, it might cut again.
He's
This
gonna
stream
try
is
to
cursed,
cast paroxysm
unfortunately.
on her.
Anybody watching this after the
Goes
fact,
off with an 8.
probably having a grand old time on the VOD.
All right, that's,
I do apologize. I'm not
psychic.
commentating it as much as possible, but I'm trying to get the stream working. But unfortunately, it's just not
Or
going.
doesn't matter. So let's shoot some guns. So over here, these guys will shoot into him.
Yep. -1 for the Forest.
Yep. Toughness?
D6.
All right. Death Spitters. She's out. Exploding 6s. 4 there. 5s on 1s. Reroll 1s. Nope. So 2 wounds. AP2.
5 up. Make one failed. One's got 1 left.
Venom Cannon. Reroll the 1. 2 hits. Reroll 1. All right. That fucking sucks. All right. We'll shoot him into the wave serpent.
-1 for the forest. Yep. And transhuman.
I'll do a Leviathan reroll. It's 3 hits. Winning on force. How many wounds? Does he have an invuln?
5 up.
All right, I'll reroll the 2. So
Is that a CP?
yeah.
6 up to get it.
So 3 AP minus 5, damage 5.
All right, 5 up in there. Dead. Does explode.
That's annoying. Oh. All right, Lieutenant Dan, live your friggin' best life.
-1 to hit.
1 hit.
1 roll to rule them all. Hey,
Oh, 2 hits. Oh no. Okay. I got the exocrines.
Shout out to our
This exocrine's gonna shoot at the banshees.
shout out to our head judge over here who went and
we'll see the
found
shots.
the venue router and reset
So
it,
full 9.
which is hopefully put us back on the stream for a while.
Force.
I don't know if it'll last though. What an ongoing saga.
And reroll.
I hope that the semifinals and finals aren't quite as spicy as today's stream has been.
And 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 7.
And 5 up in one.
Yeah.
What's the damage?
3. Okay. This exocrine's gonna shoot at the Dire Avengers. So
So I will take a moment to update my scores. Take a look at the player score sheet real quick here.
Actually, I'll reroll the amount of shots, but I'm gonna spend to give him the strat to get double exploding 6s. So, all right, 7 shots.
Do I get that CP? I do.
Not 1. Deuce. 5.
5 on my Dire Avengers.
Yeah.
This is 3 damage, right?
Yep.
5 ups. Kill 3.
All right. Amount of guns there. Yeah, we're gonna shoot the. We're gonna charge the boat.
Yep.
5. Thinking.
Yeah, you need a 6.
Yep. With your CP, so I'll be at 5.
There it is.
All right. Oh no! Don't do me again. Five attacks. No -1 to hit, right?
Nope.
Okay. 2 additional. Winning on. What's the toughness?
5.
I think I'm like.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you kill it. Just roll. See if it matters. What's the AP? Like 3?
4.
Yeah. So it goes right through. You need 2 to kill it.
Yeah, he's dead.
Does it explode on you? No.
Yeah. I'll spend a CP for overrun.
All right.
And get on.
17 back.
Yeah, I can go in any direction. I just don't know where I want to go.
Okay, score sheet should be updated so far. Right now, solidly in the head.
I can't get it no matter what.
Daniel. Just the
And I think
efficiency of these small Aeldari units really able to
I'm gonna go
cloud the table, make it
What's
almost
the range of the
impossible for
Swooping
the
Hawk's
Tyranids to get back in and contend with them. And the Behareth play in the bottom left-hand corner clipped out Will's only objective holders on the objective. Maybe a little bit of a small misplay on Will's part, not putting more units there. So when Behareth teleported away,
and
he could still hold the objective, but instead
to me.
it has been
Actually,
denied to him.
Is it better to just be -1? What's the strength of the shuriken cannon?
6. Auto wounding on hit rolls.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go into the.
Touch the forest.
Yeah. Seems better. Get the console off. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Ghost Triangle, did you raise a banner again with anyone?
I did not, because I'm bad at this game. So.
Oof.
Yeah.
The warrior.
Yeah, I think we might get cut on
Yeah.
Go ahead.
secondaries here for Will. Unfortunately, I think this is a perennial problem with Tyranids. The faction is just very bad at these
Sick.
these corner deployment missions.
Ghost Triangle again, and we're better up. Start of my turn. I'm on 1, I'm on 2.
There's basically no way that they have to fight over that top left objective.
Yeah, you won this game. I don't really know how to deal with your army.
You really need to just run it meaningfully. With the list you had,
Which-
everything a turn earlier, I think that's your best chance.
Which I tried.
It took all of my firepower to kill this.
Yeah, these terrain features is what kind of like put me out, and that's fine. Like that's just how it is.
They do need a leadership. Anything but a 6. Good.
You're good.
I don't care about battle points because this is a single elimination tournament effectively. I guess it matters for second. Alright, so I think I need to kill your high tracker.
Yeah, so it looks like we're at a stage of talk out. So it really, I think, begs the question of how Tyranids deal with the style of sort of area denial Eldar in a post-nerf universe. Because I do think that this matchup is, at least for the classic Leviathan lists, which is essentially what we're seeing Will play here, I do think that this matchup is difficult, if not impossible. And I think the answer is to move to a faster, sort of more dynamic style of army, where there are smaller units of Raveners and Pyrovores and Gene Stealers even, potentially, that can actually fight for these top objectives and have a good chance at it. But it is really difficult. It's a difficult problem to solve. And there goes our stream again. Oh, great. For those following along at home and watching the tragedy of this live stream, what a nightmare. I apologize for everyone who has tuned in. I was hoping the coverage would be okay, but unfortunately, it is just too unstable right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Hopefully, it will continue. It will not continue, and we can stream more nicely tomorrow. But we'll find out. I guess worst case scenario, we'll just record the games and then call it there. But it sounds like we were pretty close to a talk out, but the players are going to be playing it out for standings points.
God, I love the deep hatred for people with Tyranids, and then it's like that dude exists,
He is Warhammer.
and he can come back on like a 4+ or whatever. I'm like,
If you ever actually somehow manage to get to him,
yeah. I just love that the world has forgotten about these little things.
It is a funny situation. There was a lot of complaining about the Tyranid Codex, and I think there were things that were too powerful in the Tyranid Codex, but their ilk has been unanswered in the Aeldari Codex, especially now that many of the Aeldari answers have been nerfed. And the swooping hawks are
get
certainly
lines
one
with
of
them?
those.
Can you get lines with him?
you have to go this way.
Yeah, that's fair. Just watch out for the edge. Yeah.
He goes 10.
Yeah, you're good.
You get range if he does that. With him then.
Yeah, I think you should just hang out.
Guns are gonna go 6 so they can actually see you, so I'm not hitting on 5s.
Okay.
And I'll fire and fade them back.
Sure.
Eldar. Really hope he dies. I'm gonna put him exactly at 18 from you.
Okay.
Stick my nose out that way, that would be the line. We'll also go 18 away here. 3 dire vendors will just walk up and not touch here. Farseer will back up and touch the objective. Land over there just so I can shoot the exit for in case you die early. Which I don't think is going to happen, but.
There's a relic for it, but it's not in Battle Scribe. Which is very, very frustrating.
That's annoying.
Because I would take it.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll do some psychic.
Sure. -1 to cast.
Yeah, I'm in 18, right?
Yep.
So those two not here. So we'll do guide first from back here.
Sure.
Goes off on a 6 on the Hawks.
Yeah, I'll try to deny.
Oh, are you in deny? Yeah, I'm going to reroll the 1.
Sure.
Alright, 6.
Deny?
Nice. Will of Asuryani? 7?
6.
Is he still out of range? You can
Oh,
deny.
you're out of 18.
He only gets 1 deny, right?
Yes, but are you out of? You're 18. Out of
Yeah,
18.
he's way back here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yep.
We will put that. Hawks. Farseer will do Doom.
Sure.
I will CP reroll the whole cast.
Okay.
Do I get my CP back? It's a new battle round. No. Here's the cast. 12. Immune to barrels.
And your moon barrels.
So that's Doom on the big baddie.
Sure.
And we'll do a smite.
Yep.
Reroll the 1. 9, which is an 8.
Yep.
Does he have another deny?
Nope.
Oh, all right. It's funeral pass. 2. And the Warlock will do Jinx. Rerolling the 1.
Why? Who are you rolling? Who are you rolling Jinx on?
Huh?
Why are you rolling Jinx?
Warlock. He's going to Jinx the Tyrant.
Why?
These guys are AP0.
Right, but he. Oh, I guess yeah. They sent me to a 4.
11, which is a 10.
Yeah.
So you are jinxed. Also, all the AP1 Shuriken. Oh, right, you don't have. I played so many games into Armor of Contempt.
Yeah. It does, I'm like, I'm just gonna go to
It's
Force.
for the Hawks.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. So Baharoth first because he can't die.
Yep.
So here's Baharoth. 3s goes to 2s. 2s goes to 3s.
Yep.
1 auto wound. 1 wound AP 2.
Good.
And then he'll leave. I don't want to get Reaper stuff out there. The Hawks will go next. 36. No guide. So hitting on 4s, no rerolls.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And T7, so 5s. And you're doomed, so we re-roll. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 saves.
Okay.
And this is where Jinx matters.
Yeah, so now I'm on 4s. That was abysmal. I made 5.
Yep.
That was cool. 5 ups. Cool, I made 3. So 4. Cool. So 4, 6, 7. So I'm on 4.
You have 4 left.
Yeah.
Bites and shoot you.
Sure.
Just the cannon, that's the only one that got in range.
Yeah.
2 hits. 1 AP3, 1 AP1. The same, I guess. 2 each.
He's on 1.
They'll battle focus, D6. Farseer's gonna shoot you.
Yep.
It's gonna be awkward. First one. Miss. Just do 1 auto hit, I'll roll the other one. Miss, so just 2 more from the auto hit, which is a 6.
He's dead.
And I will spend a CP for 6-inch battle.
Okay.
We'll go 3 into the building because we're going into terrain.
Alright.
D-cannons into the thing. I will spend the 2 now, so I'm firing fading after we're done.
Yep.
2d3 shots. 2. I'm going to hit twice with my last 2 special dice.
Yep.
So wounding on
4s.
it's yeah. 2 wounds, AP4.
6 ups. What's damage?
It's 2 up armor.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's D6 plus 2.
Okay.
How many went through?
1.
8. And then they go 7.
Sure.
That walker, no, warp spider's next.
Okay.
Into the big boy.
There's strength 6.
Yes. So 66. 6, 7, 12 plus 9, 19.
Yep.
Hitting on force. Strength 6, so we're on 5.
Yep.
3 AP2.
Sorry.
Just 3. And 1 each. And then once per game, they can redeploy after shooting. So they'll hand them to me.
I'm going to concede at the end of your turn.
Yeah, it sounds like we are calling things pretty shortly here. Which I think sounds totally fair.
The Vipers and the Warwalker get to shoot.
Sure.
Viper. 1 auto wound, AP3.
I think Tyranids, at least in their current iteration of the most optimal list, probably lost a little bit too much in the nerf to be able to contend with Aeldari. I think Aeldari is
Hitting on 4s.
head and shoulders above Tyranids, unfortunately.
Hitting on 5s.
Regardless of whether or not you're playing sort of Craft World build or Harlequin style.
He's dead.
They got too much going on for poor Tyranids to handle. Yeah, there goes the extra grand on the Hive Tyrant. Seems good. Must be nice.
Alright, we're good.
Sure.
Yes.
I'll grab that.
All right, and I think that's going to call it for us today. Well, thanks everyone for watching. This has been, unfortunately, a bit of a cursed stream. Players are going to go ahead and submit their final scores here. Looks like Will only has scored a couple points.
Brutal.
So we will go ahead and shut things down. If you are watching online, I appreciate you sticking through the intermittent coverage. This has been pretty obnoxious in terms of dropped streaming time. But the VOD, I will put the VOD up just because I think it is important to have games like this be up online. Although the coverage itself is unfortunately a little bit unfortunate. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging with me. I'm gonna go ahead and log off here. We will be live again tomorrow, starting 9 a.m. U.S. Eastern. Whether or not we have Wi-Fi, I'm already committed 9 hours of streaming, so we might as well just go ahead and record the entire thing. Worst case scenario, we're gonna go ahead and record it. Even if we're not streaming it live, it will still be up there. Anyway. Remember to keep it classy, folks. Have happy wargaming. Go ahead and raid somebody on Twitch. Let's drop a raid on. Who's live? Dice Check's live. We'll drop a raid on Dice Check. There you go, Dice Check. Gonna go hang out with them. I'm sure their internet's a little bit better. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you later.